Hello, breadfiesta here, and welcome back to Let's Play Gladius 2003 for the GameCube Vanilla Plus mod. In the last episode, we were continuing through. We did a bunch of points battles, the weird, and in the Circle of Elites. Today, we're going to finish up the Circle of Elites and finish up in Mordare. It's going to be wonderful. It'll be nice to go somewhere else, I think. Mordare's been fun, but it's time to move on, I think. Okay, so Rival Nations is what we're going to be doing today against the High Krigair School. We've got Kiva, Adaid, Koilin, and Mahon. So 2 Berserkers and 2 Barbarians. Lights and heavies, or lights and mediums. Let's do Ursula as the captain. Let's do because when they become heavies, let's do Gracie, Jeannie, and just do the full girl group, I guess. I was thinking of bringing Typhleech, but yeah, why not? Whatever, it doesn't matter, it's fine. We're over here. They're over there. We'll have a good height advantage here too, so that's pretty cool. There's also just the fact I don't think they'll be able to really get behind. If we position people in the right way, they won't even be able to get to our statue, so we can just kind of go full defense here. So I think we'll actually do that. We'll put Ursula right here. We will put Gracie here. We'll put Jeannie over here because then she can kind of walk to the left. And then we'll put Sigi over here to kind of play cheerleader, I suppose. I have received a quest. Where can I view my quest information? In the journal, as we have done earlier this week. On Monday, even. Episode 30, which is for sure going to be called... I haven't really figured that out. I usually figure that out in editing, what the episode titles are. I've previously talked about getting a notebook and writing down some of the things I say as I say them. I've not done that. So, yeah. So with how we've got people laid out, the only way they can even get to our... They actually can't reach our statue at all. We are the visiting team, by the way. So if I put Jeannie here, then... yeah, that's actually going to be perfect. So, let them try. We'll empower our statue, even. You can go here. Alright, so their other barbarian, I'm guessing, is going to be their goalie. No, they're not even going to bother with defense. So it's a full offense versus a full defense. I don't know if there's ever been a soccer match quite like this. Probably not, because it's a 4v4, so... I wonder if they would be able to reach with the axe throw. I wouldn't like that. Do we abandon our post? Wouldn't be a bad idea. To at the very least, like, just kind of get in Kiva's way. And we can always just run back. This is still defensive, I think. Hey. Oh, I forgot about cover area. Okay, so they did decide to actually put a defender. That's fine. I'm gonna do Fury of Nordog, just because I saw they get 3 turns in a row, so just the potential to counterattack. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. They're too far away. And I don't really know what you think you're doing. Could just kick you. But I think it's safest to actually get a combo attack in, and
Rage is failing.
her rage failed her in the end, so it's fine. Does Jeannie get to go anytime soon? Yes. Can I get to here and then get a back attack? Or will Koilin... No, this is fine. This is perfect, actually, even. Unless he moves. BA. BYX. XYA. He does move. Well, whatever. That's fine. YB. AAY. YXB. Yeah, because then Ursula can just kick him in the head and it's whatever. How about you sing us a song called Rage of Alderess? And then, because I don't even want you getting near, he could probably reach with a running attack, so we should kind of head this off, I suppose. You know, we're spending a lot of Gracie's skill points, but YB, YAB, XBB. Got confused by the X. Crowd loves us. We're the best, even though we're the visitors. We're just going to pass with you, I think. And we're just going to maybe take you out in one hit. We lost some crowd favor because we didn't do anything when it wasn't our turn. But it's okay. The crowd forgives us. Can't reach with Spell Blast, so we will just pass again.
It's over for me.
I forgot about Spear Attack. But then when I remembered, it was perfect. Alright, guess we just pass, take a half turn, and... Because, yeah, I figured he was going to approach. I'd like to get it to be Genie's turn and do some cover area shenanigans. So now we can do Wrath of Alderess. Maybe rude to call it shenanigans. You're immune to listening to songs? That's crazy. Tell me about that.
Survive this.
Okay, cover area. Here's perfect. Because I imagine he gets to go soon here. Okay, yeah, no problem. And that was kind of a cool angle right there with the cover area where Genie was positioned, where the camera just kind of... This sort of era of games kind of struggled sometimes, I feel, with the camera and the location, but we had a bunch of cool stuff for this. Sigi almost to max experience, but we'll get there eventually. All right. Which ones are we missing here? Fluke and Sloan Forest. So we're going to have to go back to the swamp eventually. That's fine. Okay, let's... I was going to look at our equipment, but we can do that after. Mordare's Den Tournament. Fight for the right to call yourselves the best gladiators ever, to stand in the belly of the dragon. Kind of said the kerning of that sentence was a little off. Oh, well, you know what? Details. A shoulder brace. Shoulder brace. Oh, that's some bandit armor. That's huge. Shield, a Framea. We already have one of those. And an Attic Duris, which nobody we have can use. Okay. 3v3, just a battle royale. And we get some money for winning. No fee. Also, that's kind of cool. At some point, we got above $10,000 dues in our war chest. We were facing the regular Krieger school. We have Fiona, who's a Gungnir. We have Shagan, who is a Samnite from the Windward Steppes. And Baer, who we have fought before, another Samnite. So 2 heavies and a support. That's kind of interesting. I don't know if we fought a a loadout quite like this. They're also all level 4, which is... we don't really have to worry about it. So Gracie absolutely has to come. Let's do maybe Gracie... Tythlich... I don't think he's the best option, actually, to bring. Because they're heavies. Well, it'll be fine. In fact, it might actually be, like, girl group is the best option. Because I figured we'd be starting at the south end. So we can just kind of do exactly what we did before. Put Genie here. We're gonna have for sure a like initiative advantage in this battle. So why do I sometimes get a game over screen? It has happened to us, and it's because it went bad. But then it didn't happen to us, so it went great. It's a big kind of focus on that guy's butt right at the start there. Much larger warrior than the Gungnir, by the way. That was kind of a cool... I'm a big fan of small tall, to be honest. I didn't realize he was like that tall though. That's a large warrior. Okay. Nothing to do but just wait until they come to us. And I think we'll just actually wait here as well. And we'll continue to wait, but you are going to move... I think here is fine. Ideally, we get to get our cover attack in before they move again. Yeah, that's great. So we will have to use Wrath of Alderus now. Love that it just works, that you don't have to do the action command. Pass. We'll actually get to use Pierce Defense this time because these guys are wielding shields. Cover area. Is there going to be a good way to cover everybody? I don't think so. So I think here. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get that guy. Don't block. That's rude. Yeah, see, that's better. Okay. Let's do Wrath again. Because I think I'm going to have Gracie run up to the big guy. Interesting. How it, like, calculates. I think I will just, like, get in this guy's face. Yeah. This seems fine and safe and good. YX. X-A-Y. B-A-Y. I got kind of confused by the letter Y there. Haha, your shield. Get wrecked. Okay. I don't like how close she is, but I think she'll be fine. Okay, spear attack. Yeah, may as well. Pierce defense would have been another option. I'll look at that next time. I feel like... Oh, can they actually step up from there? I didn't realize that. I thought it was only like from here to here. I didn't realize they could step up right there. That's not great. Will Sigi be able to reach there before by our approaches? I don't think so. But we'll give it a try anyway. Or we could just do this. That seems fine. Lots of damage, but we were just getting started. We'll be fine. We will be fine. Oh, we're less fine. Actually, we're perfectly fine. Easy, Fiona. How does Pierce Defense do? Okay. Spear Attack is still better. Pierce Defense is just a guaranteed hit, but 95, I think we're basically guaranteed here. We maybe should have moved away out of Fiona's range, but let's get you over here. Try to prevent them from getting an advantage. Okay, we can just move out of Fiona's range that way. That works for us. Nobody behind you. You're just being paranoid. Can you reach Sigi? Oh, that's less cool. But no advantages because of the Sigi being an arcane, or maybe support class. I don't really know. I wasn't paying attention. I think you're amazing, not even just because you're a bandit. You're just straight up amazing. This is an option. This is another option. It's just gonna deal with you, like, just straight up. BB. ABA. Axe BB. Okay, let's just not even worry about the other Gungnir. This actually works out pretty well for us. Now we can just deal with the Samnite. And in fact, if we get lucky here with a critical, and criticals for the Galder are, well, I got overconfident there. I was going to say they're easier because there's a slower meter, but sometimes that's just not the case. Both of them are going to get to go, so it might actually behoove us. Oh, I didn't realize we can't stand there. Yeah, I think it's not a bad idea just to move here and just take care of you, and then figure out what the other Samnite does. Oh, don't be so dramatic. That was our number 3 fan cheering for us there. So you can move to approach, but you can't reach. And I think we're in a good spot that Genie will be able to do a long throw and hit him. So we'll get Aldras to support us with his Wrath, and then no. Gracie's in the way. Maybe we just move here? Why A? X. Whoops. Don't wag your finger at us. We'll just simply do it again. AY. YXA. BXX. Perfect. That time I made no mistakes and did perhaps our new record damage. Can't reach your weapon because you died. Too bad. Victory for us. We're done with Mordare. At least until we come back for the Circle of Elites Tier 2. But for now, we can just be done. Lots of money, lots of stuff. Sigi's still not at max experience. We've cleared the tournament in Mordare. So there's still plenty left to go. Kingdom open at Orin's Armory. And Dreas Open League at Stadium Dreas, which is at Sloan Forest. So, okay. Neat. The warriors of the Krieger School are as tenacious as the long-dead beast at the center of the arena. We should stand tall as the victors of this tournament. But you should learn a lesson from this fight, Erlin. The variety of warriors found in the Krieger School made them strong. It will serve us to follow their lead in such matters. Nice tutorial. Okay. Bermork. I'm thinking about you, Bermork. Well, we might come back to you. But we have other things to do. We've got other places to be for now. We're going to leave Mordare before... Against my better judgment... Okay, Xandal does not have anything to say to us. Wonderful. Great. So let's just go into our school. Let's kind of debrief from what happened. Let's look at our... We picked up a bunch of new equipment. Okay. The Flamberge and the Maul are both better. I mean, maybe I just switch to the Maul and then keep the Hagalaz on and just have the air affinity. It's not a bad idea. Ursula, do you have anything? No, still just the Quadara. I can just stay in this menu. Gracie has a pike. Yeah, it's just our straight up... Well, the Lignature is better, but it's not a spear, so it's not better. We haven't had anything for ER in quite a long time. Nothing new here. You've already got that full moon equipped. This cudgel is better. We might switch back to it when we go to the next area. Okay, whatever. Shields. We did pick up a new bandage shield. That's cool. Great. Gracie has no shield. Oh, interesting. Okay. We'll go ahead and do that. Jeannie has her shield, so she's fine. And nobody else can equip shields. Okay. We have a Firewolf skin. Whatever. We got the shoulder brace, which will give us 4 HP. Lower our initiative by 1, which is... It'll also change our affinity to water for some reason. Even though it's an air affinity. Weird. It's for... I don't feel like it's super worth it. Nothing for ER. She's already got an Earth Wolf skin. Hooded Cloak. Does literally nothing for us. Does it do anything for you? It's actually worse. Okay. We picked up all this stuff, but it's all trash. Plated band. Plated band. Was the plated band better? No. You're already using it. Well, this is a fire plated band, so it's better. Does that mean this one's better for you? No. Nothing for you. The wolf cowl is, I imagine, the best option. Nothing for you. Because you've got this Mask of Mourning. Circle of the Gods, nothing for you. Okay. I don't think we picked up... We did pick up some new... What is Algiz? That's critical defense. Yeah, Algiz is useless. Owlbeak. We have 2 of these now. Iron Pendant is just critical defense, whatever. So Willow. What is So Willow again? Just +5 defense. Eh. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, we got all this equipment, but nothing changes. It's all the same. All right. The last thing we'll do then is we'll go to our next location. As voted on by the audience, we have 2 places we haven't yet been to. We have Sloan Forest, and we have... What kind of person would... Blah, 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 blah. Get out of the way. We have Sloan Forest, and we have Orin's Keep, that we have not yet been to. And we're going to go to Orin's Keep. That was what was voted on. So, we do need to go there anyway in order to get the badge that we need for the pit. Which I'd love to go back to the pit, but we'll get there. Maybe we stop in. We got a little bit of time. We'll stop in at the armory real quick. Ursula, for you, for the king, and for the glory of Nordog, I extend a discount to your school. I am honored to serve you. Well, thank you. What brings you to the king's private store? We seek information. Tell us about this town. Okay. This isn't much of a town here. Everything around these parts is just to support the king and the royal family. But anyone in Nordog knows this much. The royal family and the king's court stay within the castle walls, while the servants, the guards, the cooks, the blacksmiths, and all the rest of those not lucky enough to be on the inner circle stay in a village in the nearby woods. But that's not a bad place, let me tell you. I tell you what, that ain't a bad place. I'd rather live here than anywhere else in all of Nordog. Heck, it's better than anywhere else in all the lands. King Orin II is fair and gives us more than enough to live on. Anyone who lives here is lucky, royal or not. Okay. At least he was brief. What's the history? Built years ago by the past barbarian kings of Nordog, Orin's Keep was originally a training ground for the king's most elite warriors. But as the gladiator games grew in popularity, this camp also began to house the king's own gladiator school. Now that it is a time of peace, the keep is primarily focused on training gladiators. But don't you worry, Orin wouldn't let Nordog go defenseless. The keep is one of the most popular arenas in Nordog, with its stone amphitheater, seating, and a cave for holding dangerous beasts. Plus, the locals love to see the king and his family enjoy the games as well. We're his family. We've got a lot of money, so a discount would be great. I don't think that discount is real, though. This would be huge, actually. 6 additional damage, 4 additional accuracy, addition to our wind air affinity. We'll keep that in mind. We might actually go for that. Ursula. We get a crow bill. Cost us a lot of accuracy, so it's not my favorite to go for hammers. We'll think about it. Light Spear. Contus is another spear, but it's weaker. Parazonium is just a cool sword. Securus is an axe. Premia. Mangaush. Okay, nothing for her. We could go like Earth Affinity, it looks like, for ER. Might end up being the direction, but okay. Agkos. We get the next level spear up. For 1 damage. Absolutely not worth it. For that much money, absolutely not. We can get you a cudgel? Nah. Okay. So we'll keep the Dolores here. It's an axe that has a heavy blade that can be removed and put on a new handle. Since the blade is so heavy, the handles often crack under the stress and are reinforced with leather wraps. That's cool. Let's take a look at shields. It's just kind of the usual. Okay. Whatever. Wolf skin? Or rather, clothes. Nothing. Okay. Helmets. I'm guessing nothing. Shielded ridge helm. We already have this wolf cowl, which is kind of cool. A Comptus. Oh, we've seen the Comptus before, but we opted for the Circle of the Gods instead. Okay. And they're not going to have any accessories for us. We got the money. Why not? We'll make more money. We can even enter a command in. Deloyer. Yeah. Great. We could have even sold maybe the bearded war axe that we bought, since it's useless to us now. It's kind of a tiny little axe, but it's fine. Can we? Oh, we can actually sell. Let's see here. Where is it? Bearded war axe. Do we have any multiples? We have 2 Jaculum. We have 3 Quadara, so we could sell one of these. Yeah, why not? We got 3 cudgels. Let's sell one of those. We have a flask that we aren't going to use. 4 of these. Oh, we can absolutely sell a couple of those. Cool. We never want to sell shields, I don't think. I thought we had more of these wolf skin. Okay, that seems fine. We have a lot of money. More money than we had when we walked in. Okay, we'll let the league officer talk to us. Well, if it's not my favorite school, rude. If it's not your favorite school, then why are you talking to us? Get out of here, Rohan. Finally ready to grace my arena with your presence, are you? Oh, uncle. Oh, it's our uncle. Okay, it's a rib. You know that we love it here. We grew up in this arena. And I can understand wanting to make a name for yourself before coming back here. When I defeat someone, I want to know that it was my skill that led to victory, or perhaps Eris's might, not my opponent's deference to the throne. I haven't noticed anybody really deferring to us either. We threatened to have anyone who deferred thrown out of the program. Okay. You wouldn't have learned anything if they let you win. Okay. So, yeah. In the next episode, we're just going to straight up back out of here, I guess. I guess in the next recording session, we will be here at Orin and do gladiator stuff. Thank you very much for watching. I have been breadfiesta. Oh, question of the week. Right. I didn't ask any questions. Question of the week in the comments. Do you have any plans for the weekend? What do you got going on? I hope I have nothing so that I can actually rest. Thank you very much for watching. I have been breadfiesta, and I hope your day is going exactly the way that you want it to.